late Bruce Lee, a legendary figure in the martial arts world. His art, Jeet Kune, continues to stay alive today. Richard Bustillo, director and co-founder of the IMB Academy. He's always in high demand at the International Martial Arts Seminar Circuit. Ted Wong trained with Bruce Lee toward the later stages of Jeet Kune development, becoming Lee's last major private student and considered his protege. Jeet Kune never intended to have any limitations, and it continued to be modified and improved by the late Bruce Lee. Although this video can never replace the actual teaching and knowledge that Bruce Lee possessed, it will enhance you, the serious martial artist, in developing your skill in fighting. This video will consist of warm-ups, basic exercises, on-guard positions, footwork, power training, speed training, and self-defense techniques. To warm up, select light, easy exercises to loosen your muscles and to prepare them for more strenuous work. Besides improving your performance, warming up exercises are necessary to prevent injury to your muscles. No smart athlete will use his hand or leg violently without first warming up carefully. These light exercises should dictate as closely as possible the ensuing, more strenuous types of movement. For flexibility, place your foot on a railing or object, keeping your leg horizontally to the ground. It could be slightly lower or higher, depending on your flexibility. Move your toes toward you, keeping your extended foot flexed straight. Press your knee to keep your leg straight and lean forward from the hip as much as possible without injuring your muscles. Other leg flexibility exercises include the hanging leg raises. To do this exercise, use a long rope supported by a pulley. A noose encircles your foot. Pull the other end of the rope to the maximum height your leg muscles will bear without hurting yourself. Try to keep your foot horizontally aligned throughout the exercise. This exercise allows you to execute high side kicks. One of the most important phases of fighting, Bruce Lee used to say, is sparring. In order to spar, you must be able to take punches in your midsection. To do this, Lee concentrated on sit-ups. Bend your knees, locking your legs with a partner. Do as many as you can until you feel the strain around your abdomen. When you become accustomed to the exercise, try placing a weight, such as a dumbbell or barbell plate, behind your neck and do your sit-ups. Another excellent exercise is the leg raise. Lie on the floor, keeping your back flush to the floor by pushing in your midsection, and lift your head slightly until you can see your feet. Keep your legs together and straight. Then lift them upward slowly and as high as possible. Then slowly return them to the floor, spreading your legs and bringing them back together. To get the most out of this exercise, do not let your feet touch the floor. Keep them about an inch above the floor and start to raise them again. Do as many repetitions as possible. To toughen your midsection, get a medicine ball and have someone drop it on your abdomen. To vary your exercise, you can also have someone throw it directly to your midsection. Let the ball hit your body before catching it. Another way to strengthen the midsection is to have someone punch your stomach with boxing gloves. Start off lightly and have them slowly increase the power of the blows. The most effective JKD stance for attacking and defending is the on-guard position. This semi-crouched stance is perfect for fighting because your body is sturdy at all times in a comfortably balanced position to attack, counter, or defend without any forewarning movements. It provides your body with complete ease relaxation, but at the same time allows quick reaction time. It creates an illusion or poker body to your opponent, concealing your intended movements. It is important to position your arms, feet, and head. Pay close attention to the position of both hands. The leading hand should be placed slightly lower than shoulder height. From the southpaw stance, the chin and shoulder should meet halfway. the right shoulder raised an inch or two, and the chin dropped about the same distance. At this position, the muscles and bone structure are in the best possible alignment, protecting the point of the chin. In close-in fighting, the head is held vertically with the edge of the chin pressed to the collarbone, and one side of the chin is tucked to the lead shoulder. Only in rare extreme defensive maneuvers should the point of the chin be tucked into the lead shoulder. Both fighters are standing in the on-guard position incorrectly. The person on the left has his right foot too wide and reveals too much of his body. The person on the right has his right foot too far to his left, restricting his movement and keeping him off balance. Good form is essential in your stance. It allows you to perform in the most efficient manner with a minimum of lost movement and wasted energy. Balance is the most important aspect of the on-guard stance. Without proper balance at all times, you will lose body control in the middle of an action. Balance is only attained with correct body alignment. Your feet should be directly under your body, spread apart at a comfortable medium distance, the space of a natural step, so you are braced and not standing on just one point. The weight of your body can be evenly balanced on both feet or slightly on your lead foot. Both of your arms and shoulders must be relaxed and loose to whip out and snap your fists like thrust from a rapier. Keep both hands in constant weaving motion, but always keep yourself covered while doing it. The lead hand should be constantly moving, flickering in and out like a snake's tongue ready to strike. This threatening motion keeps your opponent in a bewildering plight. Remember, if you tense up, you lose your balance, timing, and flexibility, which are essential to all proficient fighters. To advance, do not cross or hop, but shuffle your feet. At the outset, you will feel clumsy and slow, but as you keep practicing this movement daily, you will develop your speed and grace. To do the forward shuffle, stand in the on-guard position and move forward cautiously. Slide your front foot forward about a half step, widening the space between your feet just for a second as you slide your rear foot forward. When the rear foot is moved forward, you should be at the original position. Then to advance further forward, repeat the process. In retreating or moving backward, you just reverse your movement. The basis behind the backward shuffle is like the advance. From the on-guard position, slide your rear foot backward about a half a step, widening the space between your feet just for a split second as you slide your front foot backward. When the front foot is in place, you should be in the on-guard position and perfectly balanced. Unlike the advance shuffle, your weight would shift slightly for just an instant to your rear foot when you slide your front foot backward. To retreat further, continue to repeat the process. From the on-guard position, with your front foot, step forward a few inches. As soon as you glide your front foot, quickly slide your back foot almost to replace your front foot's position. Unless you move your front foot instantly, the rear foot cannot be planted properly because the front foot will be in its way. But the purpose of this movement is to move your body quickly to a distance, 8 feet or more, that requires several steps. The footwork for the quick retreat or rapid backward movement is almost similar to the quick advance, except you move in the opposite direction. Unlike the quick advance, you do not have to slide your foot a few inches. It is just one quick motion, but your body should be in alignment and in balance. The front foot, like the quick advance, initiates the movement with the rear foot following just a split second later. The forward burst is the quickest JKD movement. It is utilized to penetrate deeply to attack with a kick or to counter an attack. Like the quick advance movement, it is a deep lunge from the on-guard position. By using a sweeping motion with the lead hand, the momentum is created, propelling you forward. Sidestepping is used to avoid straightforward assaults and to produce openings for a counterstrike when the opponent least expects it. To sidestep to the left from the on-guard position, move your left foot toward the left a few inches. For a split instant, your shoulder sways toward your left and your weight shifts on the rear foot. Your shoulder automatically realigns when you quickly slide your right foot in the exact manner and resume the on-guard position. To sidestep to the right, the move is almost the same, except that you lead with the front foot and move toward your right. Using a long staff, have an opponent aim and thrust it toward you. In order to avoid the edge of the staff, you'll be forced to either sidestep to the right or left. Try to get used to the feeling of moving side to side while maintaining your balance. Slightly leaning the body while sidestepping can contribute to avoiding a blow. Power in hitting is not based strictly on strength. Power isn't generated by your contractile muscles, but from the impetus and speed of your arm or foot. In JKD, you do not hit by just swinging your arms. Your whole body should participate in the impetus. Your hips, shoulders, feet, and arms. The punch originates not from the shoulder, but from the center of the body. The inertia of your punch should be a straight line in front of your nose. From an outspread position of your fingers and thumb, roll your fingertips into your palm, and then overlap your thumb tightly over your clenched fingers. The tip of the thumb extends to the center of your middle finger. One of the best ways to learn to power punch is to use your hips. To do this, tie a string to a piece of paper and hang it from the ceiling to about chest height. Stand about a foot away, with both of your feet parallel to the paper. Keeping both loosely clenched fists in front of your chest, elbows hanging freely at your sides. Bend both knees slightly and twist your body back and forth, pivoting on the balls of your feet, letting your hips initiate the rotating motion. Simultaneously, as your body is rotating, raise your elbow to your shoulder height just in time to apply an elbow strike to the target. It is very important that your hips rotate slightly ahead of your shoulders to obtain maximum power. Once you feel comfortable with this exercise, step back about 2 feet and use your fist, keeping the same body position with good balance. Once you have grasped this way of hitting, you can begin to work on your power blows by hitting the heavy bag. Facing the bag, bend your knees slightly, rotate your hips, and your weight should shift toward the front just before you throw a punch. If you can master this punch with the right timing by rotating your hips, you'll have a punch much more powerful than a jab. Remember to punch through the bag instead of just the surface. Besides the heavy bag, there are other types of equipment that will supplement your punching training. The focus pad is ideal for precision punching and increasing your speed. The shield is more solid than the focus pad and will not give in, thus giving the puncher a completely different feeling upon contact. The punches are not thrown from the hips in JKD, but from the chest. The delivery should be straight and not with a twist of your hand. If you twist your hand, the knuckles will align horizontally at impact, but if you deliver straight out, it will hit the target either vertically or obliquely. Consequently, it is important that you strengthen and toughen the 3 knuckles that make impact. One of the most helpful tools that you can incorporate in your training schedule is the round steel cylinder. The cylinder, weighing about a pound, fits snugly in the hand. You can quickly improve your delivery of punches by taking advantage of this exercise. Holding a pair of these cylinders in each hand, stand with your feet parallel and punch directly in front of your nose several times. The idea behind this is to develop the snapping or whipping blows. If you keep your body and arms relaxed, you will notice that your punches will automatically snap back at the end of your delivery. As you punch, the heaviness in your hands help you develop speed and power in your blows. After a while, you will learn to punch with heaviness in your blows, even without the weights. The secret behind this is to concentrate or pretend that your empty hands still contain the cylinders as you throw the punches. To execute a powerful side kick, stand with your feet apart and parallel to each other. Lift your right foot about 12 inches from the floor as you balance on your left. Stomp your right foot straight down with force and let it snap upward about an inch from the floor. Like punching with the flowing energy, here again you should concentrate with heaviness in your foot. For the extra power, twist your hips just an instant before the full extension of your leg, so it gives you the twisting force in your kick. Then snap your foot at the full extension for the whipping effect. After you have the knack of doing the side kick, you are prepared to kick the heavy bag. From the on-guard position, do the forward burst and aim your blow directly at the center of the bag. At impact, your foot should land horizontally on the bag, not obliquely. The sound at impact should be a loud, cracking thud like a whip if you have kicked through the bag and snapped your foot at the end. If there is more push than hit, the sound will be a weak thud. In both kicks, there is force exerted, except the hit will do the damage, and the push will just knock the opponent down innocuously. Although the front kick is not as powerful as the side kick, you can increase the explosiveness of your kick by using your hips. Instead of relying only on the snap of your foot from the knee, try jerking your hips forward just an instant before contact. Timing of this movement is very important and difficult to do, but by using your body instead of just your leg, you can add much more power to this kick. Like the front kick, the inverted kick is delivered in a similar snapping motion, except that your foot is angled out toward your opponent's body and contact is made with the top of the foot. Opposite of the hook kick, the inverted kick can be targeted to the legs, the groin, and the head of your opponent. Lift your lead knee until your thigh is horizontal. Your leg below the knee should be hung loosely, pointing to the floor at about 45 degrees. Your weight should be completely on the rear foot, with the knee slightly bent and your body leaning backward. Then pivot on the ball of your rear foot, which automatically induces your hips to rotate. Finally, snap your foot from the knee, which straightens the supporting leg. The hook kick is performed with just one motion from the time your foot leaves the floor. The hook kick is focused generally on the upper line from the waist to the head. It is especially effective when targeting the ribs. The back fist punch is not the quickest, nor is it too strong because you are unable to utilize the total body movement. But it is one blow in which you can fully apply the whipping or snapping motion to increase your speed at impact. The back fist is delivered from shoulder height, but can also be used as a surprise attack and be launched anywhere from your waistline to your shoulder. It is very difficult to block once you have acquired the non-telegraphic moves. The leading finger jab is the fastest attacking weapon available to you. It is fast in reaching your target because it travels only a short distance. Accuracy and speed is essential in this technique because you focus your aim at the eyes of your enemy. The jab is a dangerous weapon to the adversary because it does so much damage and is very difficult to defend against. Since you do not clench your fist but have your fingers extended, you add several more inches to your reach. To protect yourself from damaging your fingers, learn to form your hand properly. Align the tip of your hand by slightly bending the longer fingers to adjust to the shorter and tuck your thumb in. Your hand should resemble a spear. Speed relies on economy of motion, and the jab is one technique with which you have the opportunity to experiment. The jab, like all the blows in JKD, must be thrust forward without any retracting motion. The trick in non-telegraphic moves is to relax your body and arms, but keep them weaving in a slight motion. Whip out your hand loosely so your shoulders don't tense, and clench your fist just an instant before contact as you snap it. You have to keep a poker face while facing your opponent. A slight twitch or expression on your face may trigger your intention and warn your opponent. You can train in non-telegraphic punches with a focus pad. Have your partner hold the pad at different heights and then jerk the pad quickly when you attempt a jab. Another exercise that you can include in your training is the clapping game. Stand about a full arm's length plus another 4 inches away from him. Let your partner keep his hands about a foot apart in front of him. The idea is to throw a punch to his face or body straight between his hands. It is a test as to whether you can hit the target before he can clap your hand. If he can't, then let him reduce the distance between his hands to about 6 inches. As the assailant attacks, counter with a quick and powerful side kick to the forward knee. Follow through with a back fist. Before the attacker can throw a punch, counter with a side kick to his knee, then follow up with a kick to the groin. With no warning, the attacker rushes towards you and attempts a kick to your midsection. Step back, block the kick, and as soon as the attacker places his foot down, execute a side kick to the back of his knee. Follow up with a chokehold. The assailant approaches you in a crouch, an unusual way of attacking. From an on-guard position, deliver a side kick to the side of the forward knee, causing him to drop. Follow up by dragging him down, and finish off with a heel stomp to the face. Once the assailant is down on the ground, you have to make sure he doesn't retaliate, so always follow through with other techniques. Against a full swing, you have more time to counter because the assailant greatly telegraphs his movement. Before the punch can reach you, lean back and execute a side kick to his chest. When the assailant attempts a rear right hook, parry the block to the side of your head and immediately follow with a finger jab to the eyes. As the assailant attempts a rear right hook, rotate your hips clockwise, quickly placing your weight evenly on both feet, and execute a finger jab to the eyes without blocking the attack. Your striking hand and change of position will cause the assailant's punch to miss its mark. Like the full swing attack, you have more time to counter against someone trying to tackle you. As the assailant attempts to tackle your legs, from the on-guard position, step forward and deliver a front kick to the attacker's face. As the assailant attacks with a tackle, slide your rear foot back slightly to brace yourself. Grab the assailant's neck in a headlock as he comes toward you. Slide your front foot backward and pin the assailant to the ground while maintaining a chokehold. Be sure to execute the pin quickly, or the attacker could make a strike to your groin. An assailant seizes your chest with his left hand and attempts to knee your groin. Grab the assailant's left arm and simultaneously execute a right bottom fist strike to his groin. Then thrust your left hand to his throat. While shoving his throat back, grab his sleeve with your other hand pulling the assailant clockwise and downward. Finish him off with a stomp to the face. The assailant grabs your arm with both of his hands. Quickly face him and deliver a low crescent kick to the knee, followed by a punch to the face and a leg sweep and stomp to the head. The crescent kick may not be powerful when you first attempt it, but constant practice on the heavy bag can make it into a valuable and strong kick. An assailant grabs your arm with both of his hands. Lean back and quickly deliver a low side kick to the attacker's knee. An assailant grabs your right arm. Before the attacker can throw his punch, pull your right arm back, twist your hips, and deliver a left cross without hesitation. Attacking you from behind, the assailant locks your right arm and keeps your head in a grip. Using the attacking momentum, turn your body toward your locked arm counterclockwise, forcing the assailant off balance. While keeping the assailant's arm locked under your body, execute a reverse elbow strike to his groin, head, butt, and knee to the side. The attacker puts a reverse wrist lock on your right hand. Immediately retaliate with a side kick to his midsection and a spinning back kick to the same section of his body with your other foot. When someone grabs you with a reverse lock, you have to counter instantly before he can pin you to the ground. An assailant grabs your chest with both hands. Lock the attacker's arm while simultaneously executing a right cross to his face. An assailant grabs your chest with both hands. Lock the assailant's arm, then follow through with a forward elbow strike to the attacker's face. The important movement in this section is to trap the assailant's right hand and attack before he can do damage to you. An attacker sneaks up behind you and grabs your shirt. Quickly turn your torso and apply a back fist to the attacker's face. The assailant grabs you with a back arm lock that is difficult to get out of. The quickest way is to execute a back kick to his groin. The assailant grabs your chest and attempts to punch your face. Grab the assailant's wrist with your left hand and at the same time deliver a punch straight to his jaw. Follow up with a trip and takedown and a knee to his face. Instead of a punch to the assailant's jaw, you can also use an effective finger jab. An assailant attempts to choke you. Grab his arm and step out to the side and deliver a front kick to his groin and a kick to the head. An attacker has a strong headlock on you. Quickly deliver a finger jab to his eyes with your free hand. Then control the attacker with a wrist lock. An assailant has a headlock on you. Place the hand that's behind the attacker's back over his shoulder and claw his face. Again, control him with a wrist lock. The attacker has the same headlock on you. Turn your body toward the attacker and with your free hand execute a blow to his groin. Whenever you're caught in a headlock, you must act fast with a counter, or else the attacker will drag you to the ground, making it harder to free yourself. An assailant sneaks up behind you and strangles you with his left arm, grabbing your right hand. Before the assailant can bend you backward in a vulnerable position, move quickly to your right and apply an elbow strike to the assailant's exposed rib area and stomp on his feet. An attacker grabs you from behind and puts you in a tight bear hug, pinning both of your arms. Immediately execute a left-hand strike to his groin and headbutt to his face. The assailant has a bear hug around you, but your arms are free. Instead of attempting to free yourself from the grip, just deliver a reverse elbow strike to his face, then continue with an arm lock. The assailant grabs you from the front and lifts you off your feet. Swing your foot back and deliver an upward knee blow to the assailant's groin. The assailant grabs you from the rear and lifts you off your feet. Swing back your head to bang it against the assailant's face. Another option is to execute a blow to his groin with either of your free hands. You have more time to act in this situation because the attacker can't do anything to you as long as he keeps hugging you. The assailant has a frontal headlock on you. Before he can drop you to the ground, take aim and throw an uppercut to his groin. Sometimes in close quarters fighting, you may end up in a headlock. The most important thing is to counter quickly so you are not pinned to the ground. An assailant swings a club at you. Stepping back just enough to let the club miss you, quickly retaliate with a side kick to the body. As the attacker swings his club at you, duck under the blow and block his arm to prevent another swing. Immediately counter with a knee to his midsection. The assailant attempts to jab you with his club. Block the jab and simultaneously deliver a strike to his head and throat. Then maintain an arm lock and disarm the opponent. As the attacker attempts a swing at you, move swiftly towards him, jamming his arm with your front hand, and deliver a body punch. Trip him to the ground and follow up with a kick. If you're at a farther distance, duck underneath the staff. As it passes over your head, quickly counter with a hook kick to the stomach and a front kick to the head. When the assailant thrusts his staff at you, sidestep the thrust and seize the staff. Follow up with a side kick to his chest while still holding on to the staff and a roundhouse kick to the head. When the assailant thrusts his staff at your midsection, again, sidestep the thrust, seize the staff, and quickly execute a front kick to his hand. Once the weapon is released, launch a side kick into his midsection. The attacker faces you with a knife. Before he attacks, fake a finger jab toward his face, which will cause him to react. Swiftly execute a low side kick to his knee. Follow up with a kick to the head. As the attacker swings the knife at you, quickly evade the assault by stepping back. Burst forward with a low side kick. An assailant points a gun against your back. Quickly turn your body counterclockwise, using your arm to parry his hand so you'll be away from the line of fire. Attack his neck and maintain a hold on his wrist, and follow up with blows to the face while disarming the weapon. Again, move away from the line of fire while attacking his throat and seizing his wrist to disarm the attacker. While sitting in a chair, you are approached by an assailant. Without warning, he rushes you, and you should immediately, without hesitation, deliver a front thrust kick to the groin without getting up. While sitting in a chair, you're surprised by an assailant who grabs your shirt with both hands. Quickly counter with a right punch to his groin. While sitting in a chair, an assailant surprises you from the rear by applying a headlock. Immediately grab his hair with the arm closest to his head and deliver a finger jab to his eyes. You are pinned by an assailant who has a headlock on you and has your right hand pinned. With your free hand, go for his eyes, then pin him with your legs and apply a wrist lock. You are lying flat on your back with the attacker choking you. Grasp one of his wrists to relieve the choke pressure, and with your other hand, execute a finger jab. Follow up with counter blows to his groin until he releases his grip.